Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Who's the best women's wrestling roster? Samoa Joe's back. And a potential new home for Charlotte. All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, JP, please tell them what to do.
Subscribing like Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. HPC2Sweet _ on IG. HPC2Sweet on Twitter. Make sure to follow us on Twitch and TikTok. Say what?
We out here. What's good, my head? Champions, what's up?
Yo estoy bonito hoy. Hoy me peiné el pelito. Hoy me peiné el pelito.
I don't like the vibes right now. I don't like the vibes. It's too quiet. We gotta lighten shit up. Let me look for something. While we look for something, JP, what's that in your cup?
Yeah, tú sabes. Today, I got some shit I can't pronounce. I got that Yamato Japanese wine. You know?
Okay.
A little something for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
¿A quién lo mataste?
Yo mato este vaso. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, that's right. All right. I feel like PCF, what you drinking, bro?
No, me all bougie. I got that pure leaf mango hibiscus.
Man, ain't that some bullshit? I don't know if you guys realize every week I got something different, something new, because JP's a connoisseur of sorts. Make sure to check out JP Savage and Old School Joe as we battle some scotch and whiskey and do a little taste testing for your ass.
I was ready for the robe, JP. Where's the robe?
Is that
listen.
the
robe until it goes crazy, bro. I don't understand. TikTok got 1 million likes.
I know there's no pants underneath that robe.
I'm saying.
Even Bow Wow come like, yo, JP, what you doing, bro? You're making us look good over here.
Hey. Yo, all I know is we went viral as F as soon as that robe came out, and it was a wrap. That's all I'm gonna say.
Imagine if I would have opened it.
Ooh, no, that's for OnlyFans.
Hey,
which would have been suspended.
Yo, it's wild already. It's lit. Episode 165 with the fucking bad guys. Hey, Samoa Joe, my man. Talk about news, and Samoa Joe will be part of the news. I'm telling you right now, this is a lit week. We're coming out of the heavy pay-per-viewed in your house this week, and me and JP so expertly put to you guys on the Twitch stream live for you guys. It was lit. F. JP, talk to me a minute about how'd you like in your house takeover?
Listen, I mean, it was an excellent card, man. Honestly, it was very difficult to even point out which was the match of the night. And a lot of the responses, I put that question out into the Webiverse, right? Into the internets. And the response I got was that 6-man tag. That 6-man tag got a lot of love.
Facts.
And rightfully so. Rightfully so. But from top to bottom, every match brought something different to the table. That obviously that finale, that main event, was everything we wanted and more. You had some bangers in between. I mean, listen, I would see that shit again and again and again and again.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
We covered the pre-show on Twitch. Shout outs to Twitch. Shout out to JJ. Appreciate JJ always on checking us out. Our mod for the channel. How you doing tonight? We are adding the alerts for you guys on Twitch as we speak. But what we're also going to do for you is we're going to talk about Samoa Joe headlining the news for us, bad guys. Champions, Samoa Joe is back in an enforcer role at NXT to help William Regal. PCF, what does this mean for NXT right now?
It means star power. It means, look at the name quality that this man brings over to the NXT brand. And it's also a tease, because if he's going to be an enforcer, look at all the potential matchups that we're missing up here with Samoa Joe being back in the mix.
Right.
And I know Finn Balor tweeted a picture of him and Samoa Joe from back in the day.
Right.
So you know he's excited of having his boy back in the NXT brand.
Oh, for sure.
It's
go ahead, JP.
See, PCF, what you call a tease, I call foreplay, right? Because reality is that we're not gonna be able to get Samoa Joe in the ring anytime soon. But we got the second best thing. We got Samoa Joe on screen as an enforcer, a new age Arn Anderson, a motherfucker you don't want to fuck with, right? And that's something Samoa Joe does well. That's something he does very well. And if you need any evidence, make sure if you watch NXT on Tuesday, that's all the evidence you need for your ass. Adam Cole definitely got that evidence. He's still asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It was great. I think it brings another element to Regal. Regal's done a phenomenal job. It was dope to see Regal get emotional, right? Almost made you feel like they went off script and like, nah, Regal, chill. Right?
I thought his brass knuckles broke.
It kind of took a little long for those tears to come out for me when I was looking at Regal, but he got through it. He got through it.
Really?
For me, yeah, like, but I'm thinking.
He was chopping onions in the back.
He should have pulled a ricochet.
Oh, facts. JJ, you good now, JJ. Try them alerts now. We should be good to go. But William Regal it's time for a change, and getting the Samoa Joe back, I think, was much needed. I don't know. I'm happy about it.
Yo, but not for nothing. I'm sorry, JP.
Okay, bro.
I was gonna say, but not for nothing. That face off between Samoa Joe and Karrion Kross, it leaves me wanting more. I'm gonna say that much.
Okay.
I'm interested. I
mean, I think that was the point, though, and we're gonna get into the heart of that in a few. Speaking of hearts, though, our hearts melted today, or I think it was a few days ago, actually. The news broke. Renee Paquette, Jon Moxley, Ambrose, whatever you want to call him. The baby is here. A baby girl. Congratulations to the family. Where were we when we heard this news, guys? What were you guys doing when you heard?
I think it was on Tuesday morning that the news broke out. That baby Nora was born.
Baby Nora.
I was right here, right now, Thursday Night Live.
I was today years old when I found out that she was born.
Years old. Much respect.
Congratulations to the lovely couple. Beautiful thing. I'm blessed to bring a child into this world. And if it's anything like Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, she's gonna be a wild one.
Oh, well, that most definitely. And speaking of wild ones, JP. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. I've been waiting, anticipating to cover something along the lines of this on our show here.
There's a cream for that.
That's from a different show.
You're talking about Preparation H?
Tune into the Shooting the Itch coming soon. You think you know, but you have no idea. The villain coming soon. Selena de la Renta. Yo, was that her at the PC Center? Was that her? My man, Selena de la
AKA
Renta,
Natalia Class.
spotted at the PC Center training. Training for what? Who knows? Only speculation. Let's speculate. JP, talk to me.
Hey, ya tu sabes. When you have a talent like that, you cannot be on the free agency list too long. It's a talent I'm excited to see. It's a big jump from MLW to the E. And if you do tune in to our Shooting the Ish with Selena La Renta herself, this is a woman with many aspirations and a lot of things even beyond wrestling. So and if you see her work in MLW, her presence, her mic work, I mean, yo, she could do it all. So she would be a very, very intriguing option to the E right now. I'm just wondering what part of the E, because you have two options. You could bring her up to SmackDown. I mean, let's start off. You could bring her up to Raw, and then she would use like Lana.
Right.
You could bring her to SmackDown, and maybe they do something with her. Or you could bring her to NXT and utilize her the right way. Now that's the question.
Possibilities are endless with Selena de la Renta, man. You got somebody that can work the mic. She could be a valet, and she can go in the ring. It's been a while. She's been injured. She's been recovering. But then...
What you talking about? She's been doing those custom matches.
Yeah, you know, right. Right. There's that. There's definitely that. I don't know where you can find that at all. Don't hit me up on the DM. But,
Reddit.
Right, Reddit. But there's a lot. There's a lot you can get out of Selena de la Renta. And rumor does have it that they've been eyeing her for a while now. PCF, she tweeted something, though, recently. What was that tweet?
She tweeted on June 14th, and I quote,
Uh-oh.
"Don't go to this company or this company. First of all, the people saying this have never worked in the places they're saying I shouldn't go to. Second of all, it's my life, my dream." End quote.
Wow. Bars. Get ready.
Bars.
Get ready.
Drop that mic.
Get ready, guys, because I think something is a brewing here. Something is a brewing. Maybe it's no big deal. Maybe not. Maybe it is. Who knows? Only time will tell, and I'm here for it, and I'm gonna be waiting. And best believe the bad guys will cover it.
The thing is, she's right. Just like us, a lot of motherfuckers out there speculating, saying, "Oh, you should do this, do that." They don't know. They don't know. And the reality is, you don't know what phone call she's getting, what offer she has on the table. And remember, she is a businesswoman. She is going to do what's best for business. So my question is, if she does come to the E, is she gonna have another faction? Is Promociones Dorada gonna get graduated? I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of talent in the E that could use a wonderful manager.
Didn't WWE do a partnership recently with MLW? Or some kind of yeah, shout outs to that partnership.
I don't know. I could see Selena team up with Legado, the Fantasma. That would be dope.
That'd be interesting.
Right
That's money right there.
Cool
Them two, King and Queen. That'd be something interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That would make some waves.
Oh yeah.
Take my money.
How much waves though? Would it be that cool that it'll make enough waves to shadow or mute other companies and other wrestling promotions? Because one Le Champion, aka Le Goat, Chris Jericho, says AEW will be vindicated as the coolest wrestling company with New York City debut. PCF, what is going down on September the 22nd in our backyard?
I'll tell you what's going down. The bad guys are gonna be there live, free for Frida.
Are we doing? Is that it? Is it a wrap? Are we finally getting back?
If this isn't the conversation, the confirmation, then I don't know what else it is. But the bad guys are gonna be there. The real question is, are you gonna be there?
Oh, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, first ever Grand Slam edition of AEW Dynamite will be held in New York City later this year. Tony Khan was on WFAN Sports 660 New York City this morning, and he announced that. I'm here for it. Anytime wrestling comes around to our hood, it's a good time, especially with the bad guys in. I don't think we've popped our AEW cherry yet, champs, have we?
No.
Wow.
Think about all these wrestlers that were released on WWE and their 90-day contracts are going to be up in September and could potentially debut on this episode of AEW Dynamite.
I think this is a work with that intention in mind, or contingency, I guess. I don't know, but it's gonna be a hell of a night. Don't miss out, because you'll be regretting.
And this is coming off a few weeks off of All Out too, because All Out I think it's in the beginning of September.
We're gotta convince the Mister to let me have that for my birthday. Oh, what's that, Jay? I'm talking excitement. I'm talking entertainment. I'm talking memorable moments, all of that and more on that night, September the 22nd.
Oh, word?
But
Jay just about to come out here for that?
Oh, word, that's what's up. Yeah, man, definitely a show to come out for sure. But as I'm saying, with this entertainment and the surprise and surprise and all, we go into something that may have potential for all of that and more, but in a different home. Charlotte Flair is reported saying she's inspired by Andrade's decision to leave WWE. Andrade's unhappiness in WWE was long documented before he departed the company. Wrestling Inc. exclusively reported that the former NXT champion requested his release in March. Andrade's release was eventually granted, and rumors circulated that his fiancée, Charlotte, played a major role in getting it done. That's rumors. I mean, even we brought that up with speculation and shit. We can't really hammer that down as facts. But Charlotte praised Andrade's leap of faith out of the company. I'm just so motivated and inspired by this decision. It was his dream to be in the WWE, but I think he knew and felt he wanted more. He could get more, and maybe going and showing his worth and working on things that he needed, like English. That's what it was going to take to be where he wants to be. To do that on his own accord and not be scared of the future, but to know that he'll succeed and one day come back. I don't know if that's what he wants to do, but he wants success. Strong words, deep words from Charlotte, because it sounds like, I don't know, man. She might be wanting me to jump shit, guys. Or are we reading into this too much?
I mean, you're talking about one of the best performers in the world. I'm not just talking about women performers. I'm talking about one of the best performers in the world. A legacy, if I may, right? A woman that's being they're considering the E news talking about getting her 17 championship rings, beating her father's record, right? So I think she knows what's best for business, and she might know that when it came to Andrade, the shelf life was there, especially after removing Selena.
Okay.
After they removed Selena, the shelf life was there, and it was time for him to go to somewhere else because they weren't going to utilize him the right way. Unfortunately, when you look at a lot of the Latino talent in the E and the way they're utilized, it's not great. It's not great.
It's not great at all.
I mean, think about one of the first Latino superstars they were trying to push was Tito Santana. And they said, nah, let's go to Canada. And here goes Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just never been great. So I think the shelf life was there for him. I think Charlotte knows if she ever wanted to go anywhere else, she'd have the fucking red carpet pulled out. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a question.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say no to Charlotte Flair?
So then what would be more for Charlotte then? Because think about it. Anywhere she goes, she's gonna get like you said, she's gonna get the red carpet rolled out for her. There's not gonna be a company she's not gonna go to, and she's not gonna win the world title. She's already pretty much established in WWE. Maybe JJ's right. Maybe she doesn't go anywhere. Maybe Charlotte just doesn't go anywhere. But maybe more for Charlotte doesn't necessarily mean going to a different company. Maybe it's just gonna have to be I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't see it being leaving and going anywhere else either, because there's no other platform you're gonna get to become a bigger star at this point.
Why don't you give Charlotte an opportunity to win a men's title, like the IC title or the United States Championship?
I'm with that. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Also, PCF for life. I'm gonna have to tell you to please refrain from spamming symbols, you piece of shit. We can continue though. He wants the platform. He wants to get better. He wants to main event shows. To see him come out the other night when he debuted, full-blown star. You can't deny him. He's a star. Working on his English, I know things are going to get better and brighter for him. And I support him 100%. It's really inspiring to watch. He just went in and did it. And I think the pairing with Vicky Guerrero, yeah, I think that he did the right thing. I don't know.
But see, there you go again, right? There's a reason. He needs a mouthpiece. He needs a manager.
Right.
It's evident, right?
Right.
And that's unfortunately once that was removed in the E, that's where he went downhill.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be great. He's a tremendous superstar. His match with Kenny and Triple A is gonna be phenomenal. The work that he's going to do in AEW is gonna be phenomenal. He's gonna have more flexibility. He's gonna be in a main event picture for sure. Something that he wasn't awarded in the E. So he's gonna be fine. This is the move he had to make. Now, when it comes to Charlotte, she might be a lifer. Yeah. She might be the Randy Orton, right? Where she's gonna be there her entire career and not do anything. Like she's flippity flopping back from NXT to SmackDown to Raw. You know what would be interesting? Send Charlotte to New Japan. Do a little tour out there.
I think that's coming too, man. That has to come. We have to see that at some point, whether it's a partnership or something. But like, Charlotte gotta wrestle over there. I'm sure it's gotta be on her to-do list.
It's gonna.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, especially
since
with
when
Andrade.
Since when is the against making money? And I'll tell you this much also. There's something to be said when it comes to Charlotte talking about the fact that she enjoys being a heel. A heel is her main character. And her coming back to face Rhea Ripley as a heel after so much time during 2020 where she was not performing, right?
Yeah.
That just, to me, it kind of screams like the next step that Charlotte needs is to have a feud with a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
Think
I like that.
About a celebrity ends up talking shit, Charlotte steps up. I know this might sound crazy. Some of y'all might look at JP like, yo, you crazy.
Talk to me, JP.
JP, where are your pants?
But yo, what if shit gets crazy at SummerSlam and Cardi B starts popping at the lip?
Ooh.
I'd say yes.
I'm just
but
saying.
Only if Lacey Evans was in town too, because I think she had beef with
Lacey
Lacey
Evans.
too.
Lacey Evans is 8 months pregnant, bro. What you talking about, Lacey Evans?
That's not.
That's why I didn't mention Lacey. You know what I'm saying? But Charlotte, and I don't expect a match between them, right? You could have Cardi, sponsor, be a manager for a female wrestler to go up against Charlotte, right?
Yes.
But it's about the storyline. It's about having the tabloids talking about Cardi B calls out Charlotte Flair, the legacy, the 13-time champion. That's a story that writes itself.
Facts.
You want some SummerSlam heat waves?
What if we have a returning celebrity with Ronda Rousey coming at SummerSlam?
Great combo.
And we get that rematch of the ages that we all want.
Yes.
Well, imagine that. Cardi B managing Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Why not?
Okay, why not?
We're old of women's what's it called? A women's 4 horsewomen battle, I guess, clash.
Well, was it Jessamy Duke just released?
Yeah, she was released.
Oh, she was
she was released.
Well,
She was released.
There goes that.
They kept Marina Chauffeur. I think her name is. They kept her, but Jessamine Duke was released.
Okay.
And then Shayna's there feuding with what's his face, Reginald,
yeah. I think we're slowly leaning toward. We've already got a few with Shayna and this guy Reginald, so we're slowly introducing intergender matches here, and I'm not mad.
Something that we didn't think the E was gonna do, right?
Right. Something must have happened with those ratings. I don't know, Vince. I don't know nothing. Let's see what happens, right?
It just speaks to, honestly, I think what it speaks to the most is the undeniable talent that women on all different platforms of rosters, all different promotions, the talent that they're bringing to the table is undeniable. Women are running shit right now. Like, they're like, it's gonna be one of our bumps today. Like, who has the best women's roster? That's gonna be a conversation because there's a lot of people in the picture. There's a lot of promotions that have deep rosters of talented performers.
Oh yeah, facts. That is facts.
Give me that.
You led on. It was going to be one of the bumps, and we will get to it. But first, we have the first bump of the evening, folks. Champions, gather your drinks, strap up ready, because Samoa Joe is back at NXT, and he's back with a vengeance. He ain't playing no good games. He's here to enforce law and enforce respect for Mr. William Regal. I loved everything I saw to this week on NXT. Especially shout outs to LA Knight and them fucking patent leather blood red 11s that he rocked ever so beautifully down to the ring before he knocked out Mr. Ted DiBiase and strutted his stuff as the new $1 million champion. But
all that except the Hogan colors,
Oh, I did peep that. But that was Sunday. We're talking about Tuesday. Samoa Joe's back. Samoa Joe in this role, JP, it does something. It's kind of important now because now things change, right? Talk to me about this change real quick.
So we know that the E recently just released Samoa Joe, and before he was released, he was subjected to the commentators table. A lot of it is based on his injuries, his durability, the things that he's still rehabbing and rehabilitating and trying to get back to his physical condition. But he was given another opportunity to come back, and he took it to go to NXT. And the speculation was that that's it. William Regal is done. It's to William Regal. He got the right.
Yep.
And he got in the ring. He got emotional.
He got the.
You saw one of the dirtiest players in the game with some tears in his eyes, and Karrion Kross coming out trying to challenge him, and you got Samoa Joe coming to his defense, and he gives Samoa Joe the opportunity. A man that, when he was in NXT, shitted on Regal every chance he had. But Regal understood that if anybody could hold shit down, it would be Samoa Joe. And what does Samoa Joe do? He said, nah, I got your back, but I ain't taking that job. That's your job. And yo, it brought upon one of the most interesting dynamics you've seen in NXT. in the backstage, right? Because when you think about backstage, look what you have on Raw. Look what you have on SmackDown. Look what you have now on NXT.
Gifting the sub. My bad, JP. Go ahead.
Yes. Sub. So, I mean, it speaks for itself. Were you not excited every time somebody came into Regal's office and Samoa Joe unbuttoned his sleeves and said it was good?
Did he have to choke out Adam Cole?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because he's the only one that got choked out. The only one.
And listen, as Vince would say, Adam screwed Adam. He bumped into Samoa Joe. He was the one that bumped into him, right? That's what he gets. That's right. That was mad loud.
That was mad loud, right? Shout out to JJ gifting beers good or sub. Appreciate
Who came
that.
on Regal?
Who came on Regal?
The same one who did on second too. Listen,
Hey.
Samoa Joe in this position changes a lot because now we have order. We have, like PCF pointed out earlier. PCF, you mentioned a little bit about Cross and Joe and their little face-off that they had. Talk to me about that real quick for a little bit.
So is this a tease for something down the line, maybe around SummerSlam, maybe around WrestleMania next season, Royal Rumble? It's a tease, and I mean that face-off has me wondering what's to come for Samoa Joe, and maybe getting a run at that NXT title once again.
Hey, I'll tell you this much, PCF, you seem enamored. You want to see Samoa Joe in the square circle going up against everybody and their mother, right? And I agree
the mothers
you.
for me. The mothers are for me.
All right, leave the mothers to you. The Cougars on your side, got you. But the C and PCF is for Cougars. But we may not get that, PCF. But it is 2021, and it's something that we've learned in the last couple of years, especially after performing in a pandemic, is that if they can make Sting look good in a cinematic match, imagine how Samoa Joe would look. Bingo. Imagine in a backstage brawl, right? Imagine a match similar to what Karrion Kross had with Escobar. A street fight. That could happen. That could definitely happen. Imagine Samoa Joe just ripping off his sleeves and going to work.
That could happen.
I'm with that 7 days on a Sunday. But don't get your hopes up if it don't happen. Yeah. Because it's all about the tease. It's all about the tease.
You going to
me,
sleep,
I'm here for the full play. I'm here for the full play.
Beers
as long as Scarlett's involved, I'm with it.
Nah, yeah, I'm with it too. Anything that Joe's a part of at this point is gonna be gold. But let's have some fun with this now. Because
let's see Samoa Joe and Pete Dunne though?
Yo, yes, and I think everybody's gonna be the same victim to this thing. I think no matter the name at this point, the names will get better and they're gonna be fucking awesome to see face to face with Joe. We're not gonna get the match, but we're gonna get the tease like PCF said and shit. But it's gonna be money. I'm just thinking, why doesn't every other company do this shit, bro? Why did it take so long for us to see some shit like this and a veteran talent like Joe utilized in such a great way like this? Could another promotion benefit from this thing, guys? Or JP, what do you see if another company tries to imitate what NXT did here?
So I think this type of role brings a great opportunity for someone that's on the shelf, someone that has presence, someone that has mic work, or someone that needs to a little bit more work, but you want exposure, right? Obviously, it has to be a big behemoth, unless this person is gonna be a lethal weapon, and that's how they're booked, right? So when I think of that, I think of on Raw, somebody like Omos, right? Who we know he's still green in the ring. We know he's still green, and Omos don't have to say much. Because look at the man. Look at what he brings to the table.
It's true.
He's almost 8 feet tall. That's what he is.
That's right. And you know, I've heard that you can't teach that. So imagine him helping out backstage. If they were to lose the titles, right? Imagine him helping out backstage as an enforcer. I mean, similar to the role that he played before he hooked up with AJ Styles.
Right.
That could be fleshed out even more, right? And you could tease,
Steve Black.
all of those different matches that could potentially occur while he continues to improve, right? But other promotions, think about AEW. You have Taz right now as the manager for his collective. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't with it. Inside, I mean, it's not great. It almost makes me feel like I want to hear Taz do his podcast again while he's drinking water, which nobody said that ever. But his water breaks, but it does not work.
Water breaks for everything.
But imagine him as an enforcer.
Shout out to Renee.
Imagine Taz as an enforcer, as Tony Khan's personal consigliere.
Consigliere. That's how I spell it.
Now you have something I could be interested in. Now you have something that I could believe. Because I don't care how old Taz is going to be. He could be 87 with 1 foot, and he can still choke somebody out.
Yeah.
And you know that's a fact.
Yeah. He kind of is like the Samoa Joe of AEW, if you think about it. Like, submissionist, specialist, tough. You know, don't play that bullshit. At least the old Taz was, not this guy.
And they
from,
both rocked towels over their heads when they came out.
Oh, yes.
Forget about the towel.
Yes, wow. Don't forget to bring the towel. Yes, I remember that episode.
In the words of Mr. Towley.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, man. Who else, though? Like, I don't know. I think...
So, in Impact, I was thinking about someone like Tommy Dreamer or Rhino. I feel like they fit the mold.
I see that.
As enforcers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially Rhino.
Especially Rhino.
Think about it. He has to steer. That's like, it writes itself, right? And this gives an opportunity to once again, exposure for these talents that you want to preserve. That's what it's about, preservation at this point, especially as you're an older performer. Preservation is key, right? There's no ability better than availability. And that's something that a lot of individuals, unfortunately, in the sport. I mean, you're seeing this shit in a fake sport like basketball right now in the playoffs. All of the stars are injured.
Man.
All of them. Nobody's able to stay healthy.
Terrible booking. Terrible booking.
It's terrible booking. Terrible booking. I blame LeBron, right? If he wasn't recording Space Jam 2, this shit would never happen. But it's part of the business. And any way you can circumvent that, it adds to the business. Especially when you have a performer that has presence and is excellent on the mic. And I must agree, I'm seeing the chat, they're going crazy. They ain't not feeling Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Roman Reigns in a Hell in a Cell. And you know what, folks? You're right. I don't see it.
Y'all
I don't
deserve to be wildin'. Y'all deserve to be spazzing out right now. The madness is ludicrous. Not the rapper, the writing.
Ludacris is a Fast 9, but I don't know. I don't know.
You know what it is?
LeBron
I'm gonna tell you right now what it is.
It's tolerated. Don't worry, LeBron ain't hearing any slander because he's on vacation right now. So don't worry about it.
Hey, you put some more respect on that man's name, all right?
Listen, that man is a living legend. Listen, if you open up schools, you're a god in my eyes. But everybody deserves criticism, especially his headline. Shit.
Oh my God, facts. But I think there's money for that, and then he spent it a lot. He made sure to spend a lot of it.
That man takes care of his body, damn it.
That's why he sleeps in a hyperbolic chamber. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently not enough to make it past the first round.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn. I blame the cap. I blame the cap for that. But
I blame the West.
What I do not blame. I have to give credit where credit is due. And I give credit to Triple H because, once again, NXT delivers time and time again. Woo! If you know anything about this show, you understand that JP Savage is an NXT fan for life. I will put NXT up against anybody, and 9 times out of 10, NXT's winning because they just do the things the right way. But you know who else is a Fast 9?
Tell us, Restream.
That's just so crazy. Bow Wow.
Bow Wow. Shooting the ish alone. Bow Wow.
Bow Wow, Bad Bunny, Cardi B is gonna be, and somebody that you can't see, John Cena, right? Everybody's in Fast 9 apparently. Don Omar, Tego Calderon,
Again.
Aunt Jemima, everybody's in Fast 9.
Even
but
people that aren't supposed
I
to be
give
in it.
as much credit as I give Triple H for NXT. Hunter, Paul, Levesque, you smoking that good shit? Connecticut, legalize marijuana now. Got a plug, hook the brother up. But yo, you claiming you got the best women's roster? You are.
Ooh, that's fighting words.
That like the only place to be is the E. That's what we're
fighting
talking
words
about.
out in Mississippi.
He said.
I know somebody that wasn't feeling that comment.
Us.
I know somebody. Clearly. But another shooting being Shalom. Thunder Rosa. Definitely commented on what Triple H had to say and said he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He must not be watching the product everywhere else. Because, folks, there are many promotions that are flooded with talented women in their roster. And even AEW, which many people want to claim is the direct competition to WWE. After Britt Baker's evolution, they have to be talked about. After Taya Conte went from NXT to what she's doing in AEW, it has to be mentioned.
Yeah.
So I think Triple H is out of pocket, but I mean, what else is he gonna say?
You got to bat for your team.
Of course. Listen, when you talk the most shit, right?
I mean, they got 3 brands worth of women's talent. Think about it. That's a lot.
And they still don't utilize them all the right way.
Nah, it's
That-
true.
that's-
It's true. That
that
Cash with the hype. What's good, my dude?
Think about it. What tag teams do they have in fucking on Raw and SmackDown?
Nah, but not even
They
that.
let go of
Like
women.
it's a mindset. It's a mindset.
You have Naomi. You have Naomi jobbing this week for Evolution to come out. Shout outs to Piper Niven in her debut, and fuck everybody who's body shaming her. She is a beautiful woman, and she is a tremendous talent. And if you want to see her work, make sure to watch NXT UK and I don't remember where else she was at, but she can go in the ring, bro. She's a tremendous performer. Watch her in the Mae Young Classic.
She was part of the Mae Young Classic. Yeah, I was gonna say that right now.
But fuck everybody for body shaming her. Like, really though? What, you sitting there with a gut yourself and you body shaming somebody else? She's doing something you can't do. So fuck you and have a nice day. How about that? But
Charlotte,
it was dope to see her. Dope to see her perform, get the win over Naomi. But yo, Naomi jobbed to her, and yo, did JR drop a little load in Europe?
Hey, what? Oh, what the
Wait,
heck?
espérate.
What the fuck did we get ice cream?
What channel is
the
this?
heck?
Is this channel 96?
I don't know, man. It came out.
Is that a titty? Wait.
Bel Paz. Only person I know with Bel Pazzi is JR. I feel like that Wimbledon event in '94, JR was doing a little something extracurricular. I don't know. I'm just.
Right. Espérate, 94, 2021. That means that she would be like 27.
It adds up.
Steiner math. It works.
They say JR's barbecue sauce is the gift that keeps on giving, apparently. So I don't know. But
I think it's a mindset. Back to the Triple H thing, but listen, when you have a company, and with you, when you're focused, that's what Triple H is. Let's be honest. He's focused on NXT, and that's his baby, and they have bangers, they have classics every fucking time they go out there. We're not gonna deny that here, and that goes for the males too. But when you're that focused and in control, and you're driving the ship, you're gonna say things like that. You have to believe you have the best roster of all time and of the current day, whatever else is out there, right? But like you do that, we also need to remain focused ourselves, and we need to be the ones to be here and tell you, no, fucker, you're not the best roster. Because I feel there are better women's rosters. I think the Knockouts division in Impact Maybe not current day because they lost a big chunk.
They have.
They
They
lost
definitely
a big
have.
chunk. But I think that Knockouts division has been money and gold for so long, up until recently, that, bro, if any credit goes to any division, I gotta look at them for sure in the top 3. Hands down, top 3 women's division is Impact and the Knockouts. You can't ignore that. So for Hunter to come out and say NXT is the best, and if you think you're the best, you want to be. I think it was something along the lines of if you're not the best, you have to be here.
But you see, Hunter's a sneaky bastard because he says that after who? After he has Jackie Monet debuting, right? One of Impact's that Knockouts roster, one of the bigger stars. After he went whoop, and plucked her away, of course he's gonna say that. Yeah. But I hear you, Vic. Like, Impact has done a phenomenal job, but right now they lost a lot of stars. Yeah. They've lost a lot of stars. Yeah. But they're going to rebuild and reload because Impact has been able to do that. But if you talk about Impact, I would be remiss if we did not talk about AEW. Because once again, AEW, as much as we shitted on it in the last couple of years, they have done some phenomenal work in not only introducing other talents from independent promotions like NWA, because you have Thunder Rosa, you know, rubbing elbows with women in the roster in AEW. You have somebody like Layla Hirsch, who is doing work that every time you see her perform, she kills it. You know what I'm saying? Britt Baker. I mean, I was one that I didn't get it. I wasn't feeling it. She's a dentist, okay. And it shocked me. And once it has to be after the work with Thunder Rosa that she's found herself. Yeah. Right? She has found herself. But we can't forget, you got Jade, who the potential, the writing's on the wall. Like, you cannot see that woman and not think things are about to get crazy. You have Red Velvet. I already say Tay Conte. The involvement that she's had as a character, as a performer in the ring. Penelope Ford. Nyla Rose, which we still haven't seen the full potential, to be honest.
No,
it has been lackluster.
You have Sheeta.
I feel like they've gone away from her.
They have, but I think if you notice in the recent programming, I think she's going after Britt.
Right, the celebration, right? The
absolutely.
Crowning. Yeah, I saw that.
You have a Statlander just came back. You have Big Swole. We know Brandy Rose is on the shelf. Anna Jay, Allie. I mean, it's a dope roster.
It's stacked. It's a stacked roster.
They're going to continue adding. But if we talk about AEW, you know who else we got to talk about? NWA.
Oh, you got to.
Shout out to the women's champion, Camille
being the women's champion for NWA.
The women's champion.
Serena Deeb. The former champion, Thunder Rosa.
Melina's there.
Come on.
Now you potentially got Mickie James coming into the picture.
Mickie James.
They're having a women's pay-per-view.
And you know what? Shame on us. We did not talk about it last time. But NWA, Mickie James, last week came out saying that NWA is going to do a first all-women's show.
It's actually what led to the conversation with Triple H. It's the reason why they asked Hunter about it and questioned him. But, my God.
Absolutely.
Look at the difference.
Hey, that's big for NWA. Think about NWA, the lineage that they have. One of the oldest promotions, one of the most classic, prestigious promotions we have in wrestling as it is. And we didn't even mention Allison Kay.
No.
Jesus.
That's
like, they have
Marty Bell.
Marty Bell.
Yo. They got talent.
Yo,
other places.
So for Triple H to sit here and try to besmirch any other promotion, he is a fool and a son of a bitch. In his position, the way I look at life, anybody that carries a sledgehammer is gonna use it, right? So if I just realized on that the double entendre with that. But yeah, listen, he's rocking with the top company in the world. He has to say that. But if you think he's not watching the other promotions and what's happening over there, you're stupid.
Oh, no, he definitely
Because where do you think all these products come to? Where do you think? Where are we plucking these? He just got Jackie Monet, Taya Valkyrie, one of the top talents in the knockout
Must have
division.
watched her somewhere.
Right?
What is it? What is he? What's his excuse? Triple
No,
A?
You must have seen her make an impact.
He found him.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or was he a fan of Lucha Underground?
all I'm saying is, I'm just happy that women are getting their fucking due.
Yeah.
Bro, like there has been women, like we have women main eventing programs, bro, and none of these main event matches have been lackluster. Like they killing it, and it's about goddamn time. And it just makes you think about what if women in the past would have gotten those opportunities. What if we would have seen Sensational Sherry get her due? Right?
Coming in the ring, you mean? Like actually
Yeah,
fighting and shit?
'cause
Damn,
Sensational
that would have been a
Sherry
different
fought.
story.
Sensational Sherry fought. You have to go back into the archives, but she definitely was a wrestler. She competed, you know what I mean? But the thing is,
She took
that
bumps.
women's wrestling wasn't prominent.
Nah, it wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Different time.
Bro, she trained the women in the back. She was training women in the back. Who do you think? Don't even start there. JJ, you are 100%
100.
correct.
100.
Even though I do blame booking and creative for that, but yes,
You know
women's
what,
wrestling.
You know what roster I see depleting here is SmackDown's women roster. Because if you look at it, you got Bayley and Bianca, right?
Feo para la foto ese
And
roster.
Carmella. But after Carmella, you're not seeing nobody. It's Liv Morgan. It's Reckoning.
Yeah.
It's Sasha Banks, who's not around right now. It's Sonya Deville, who's in the back, and then there's Tamina, who's tagging with Natalya.
And that's it.
That's it.
But don't forget newly introduced Piper Niven.
Piper Niven's for Raw though. I mean, if we're going by whatever, and Raw can stand alone. Raw has got Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Charlotte, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose, Eva Marie now with Livy, Nia Jax, Naomi, Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley is the champion. I got Rhea Ripley's I'm mentioning her now, and she's the World Women's Champion. Shayna Baszler.
Yo, it's not a great roster. There's not many matches out of all those women in that roster. How many matches can you really get? Because even Alexa Bliss right now, what does it do for you? Yeah, I saw her this week, and I'm like,
they got her rocking with Nia Jax this week.
That's what we do. That's what we're doing.
This whole Shayna Baszler story with that is what.
So we're gonna take what Bray Wyatt was working with and just give it to Alexa Bliss. That's what we're doing. That's just what it was.
Así viene sandwich, man.
Coño, qué vaina.
I like the names in NXT though. Triple H is definitely entitled to his own opinion, and who couldn't be, right? Look at these names here. You got Aaliyah, B-Fab, yet to have seen not much from her, but then we also have Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Amber Moon.
And by the way, before you continue, I think Aaliyah is probably the longest reigning member of that roster. By the way,
she's been there from get.
Shout out to
Aaliyah's
the
been
jobber
there
of all jobbers.
And she
Straight up.
And it ain't Jay the jobber.
Little snack.
Jay's a jobber. We have Indy Hartwell, who's working great with Candice.
Shout out to Indy Hartwell wearing the Razor Ramon get up.
Yo, that was
fast takeover. Phenomenal.
Io Shirai is their women's champ. Casey Catanzaro is very athletic. She doesn't do much for me. Mercedes Martinez. Yeah, I fucks with it. Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi. Tegan Knox. Toni Storm. Xia Li. These are all great names. Zoe Stark is coming along. She came out this week.
Yo, Xia Li is on a whole nother level.
Yeah, Xia Li is
I am interested. I'm all in on this.
Yo, her Mercedes Ripley, they went in.
So we just went over NXT. It sounds like we're pretty excited.
Yo, and that's not even all the roster though. That's the crazy part.
I skipped a lot of names that weren't.
Because look, not only we haven't even seen Brianna Brandy from Hit Row, who. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not see the potential there, when you look at Jade, think about Brianna Brandy and what she could bring to the table. Yeah. As being the lone woman in Hit Row. I think she got moves to make, and we're going to be very, very surprised. Let's remember, they also have in their back pocket Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah, you said you want to get edgy. There you go right there.
Priscilla Kelly. Good Lord.
Yo.
They have her renamed as Gigi. Oh.
Cash, I appreciate you for being along with the stream, my brother. Good man. Good man. Casey Catanzaro won what show? What show was that she won? Casey Catanzaro.
Oh, American Ninja Warrior.
She thought that shit was she looked like she was doing one of them shits when she walked in, climbed into the ring from the freaking ring post and shit.
You remember that at Royal Rumble?
That's her thing.
Yeah,
that's her
shit.
Who was she dating?
That's all I think when I see that.
Was she dating Ricochet?
She'd be climbing Ricochet like a pole.
She was. Things may or may not have happened.
Oh, okay.
I'm not here to.
Like that.
I'm not here to. Announce anything.
Did Vic take a trip to Florida and fuck that up?
I don't know, but
he kind of looks like the Union City version of Ricochet.
I don't know. But,
I
don't know, but maybe Ricochet's on to better things. Maybe he's on and popping somewhere else.
Ricochet. Lickitung. Ese primito de Lickitung.
It was lit. It was lit this week. We almost out of time, but before we get out of here, before we send our viewers on their way, listen, we had an amazing week of wrestling. It's time to call it. The Heels Pops in the Chair Shots of the week. It's been a while, right? It feels like I haven't said that in a while.
You haven't, bro.
Yeah, right. HPC of the week. Let's talk about it. PCF, what you got for me, bro? What's the poppin' this week? What you like? What you hate?
I'm gonna start with the pop, and I'm gonna go back and emphasize on what got me excited this week, and it was that face-off between the Enforcer, Samoa Joe, with the NXT champion Karrion Kross.
Nice.
And who's to know what the future holds between these two men? But I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of it.
Okay. I'm gonna counter you with a pop, big pop of the week for me, and I think for all of us when I say the arrival of one Trey Baxter has popped us ever
Another
so dearly.
Shooting the Ish alumni.
Big congrats to my guy Blake Christian, man. Pulled the curtain back with us a few months ago, maybe I think a couple years ago actually. But yeah, man, hell of a talent, man. WWE really got it right with this one, man. And yo, we're off to the races with this kid. I hope soon, because Trey Baxter is gonna be a name that we're gonna be talking about, man. Check out that Shooting the Ish episode with Blake Christian, our guy. You're gonna do yourself a favor. I promise.
Yo, my pop of the week happened when I saw Eva Marie come out in my pants. But to keep it real, my pop of the week was definitely Roman Reigns and his comments about John Cena and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, about the potential return to the ring.
What was that, Jay?
This man, who was doing the best work in his life, like he's hitting on all cylinders. He's like a car that just had their oil changed and had a full tune-up, and he is just... Because this man said, if I was them, I'd stay on the set. Don't come to my ring.
Ooh.
Now, this is interesting because it sets up so many opportunities. So many opportunities.
Really?
So many opportunities.
And rumors?
Rumor has it.
And fantasy bookings?
That's right.
And he referenced them by their first names, by the way.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Because he's a disrespectful motherfucker.
Dwayne and John.
I like that.
John and Dwayne.
Yo, like not for nothing, yo, we have to give credit to Roman Reigns because for many years we've shitted on Roman Reigns. Like, we've hated the way that it has been pushed. We have not liked it. And right now, this man is just money. Like, he has the Midas touch right now. He could do no wrong. If you look at that segment with him, Jimmy, and Jay, yo, the way he manipulated that situation, dude, like, where does this come from? I'm just glad to see this and that we're here, because now you can understand what Vince saw. Now you can understand what all the hoopla was about, right?
It's literally the moment he saw him, he thought The Rock. Yeah. I can put money on that, almost put money on that.
I got a chair shot for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
Or I'm gonna give you a chair shot and a heel.
Okay.
One heel of the week for me is Don Callis.
Oh.
Ooh.
The one and only Don Callis, the maestro on the mic.
Very busy man, Mr. Callis.
Very busy man. This is a man that before a major pay-per-view taking place in 2 different arenas, 2 different states, he's grilling steaks on a balcony, baby. He's grilling steaks on a balcony. And that is Don Callis. And Don Callis right now is in the ring with a mic in his hand on Impact at the moment. Action TV, Impact Plus. Get it when you get it. Tell your mother I said hello.
And I bet he's preaching to the masses right now. That man.
Shout out to Little Villain.
When he decided to fire a legitimate threat to Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega and Sami Callihan. Because that is how, against all odds, finished on Saturday with Sami Callihan getting that pink slip. And that has also been my chair shot of the week. Because really, y'all gonna fire Sami?
Listen, it's complicated with Sammy, okay? Callis is the boss. You don't cross the boss. And if you look closely in the art, Sammy's a very violent individual. He's very bad for HR. He's a PR nightmare. So let's let shit marinate a little bit before we get carried away, okay? No, but also you bring up a great point. You remind me of a chair shot, JP.
Ooh.
I'm not too happy about Against All Odds being it was Against All Odds? No, it wasn't Against All Odds. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was Against All Odds.
It was in 2 separate places. I didn't like that. I don't like that. There's and of course, you know, bookings and shit, and Kenny's very busy.
But look at how it ended.
Right.
Look at how it ended.
And that's another fucking thing too. That's the ending was another chair shot. Yeah.
You know
too predictable. Too predictable. To me, it's just it's already a lot, bro. With every week, AEW Tony Khan's coming out shitting on Impact, cracking on him, cutting promos on him. It's already a lot that Shivani keeps jabbing him every chance he gets on Dynamite.
Folks, wait a minute.
We're gonna fucking disrespect him having 2 different locations like that. Like Kenny can't, you know, make. If you're a champion from a promotion, you make. I mean, I'm talking out of my ass too because I don't know the situation. Things happen, so maybe it was impossible for it to be in one place because of Kenny. But I'm just saying, like, it's a bad look.
It could have been booking issues, but at the same time, my only disappointment with the situation is the way it ended, right? And also the fact that they didn't even utilize the entire arena. Like they could have gone everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? They could have gone everywhere. And not for nothing, that was a dope match.
Yes.
Like Moose legitimized himself. If you caught the pre-show, folks, we said that this is an opportunity for Moose to be in the limelight, to get that exposure, to legitimize himself as a top talent, which he has in this past year. And he did so. He did so because he didn't lose fair. He got lost by getting a screw job. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely got that shine. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact, you know, PCF mentioned one Tommy Dreamer to potentially be that enforcer. And if you watch an Impact right now, folks, I have it in the background because, yes, I can multitask, motherfuckers. He's in there with a blazer, a little man bun with a little mullet going on the back, and he's there trying to defend Sami Callihan. He's in front of Don Callis'
Here we go, man.
In front of Don Callis' face. He's like, this shit ain't right.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like you guys rushed to conclusions. You guys weren't complaining when Sami Callihan was about to kill everybody else on the roster. Who's his rival again? This guy
Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa
Blanchard.
Where were all you guys back then?
This man.
Eddie Edwards. Poor Eddie Edwards over here.
He did some despicable things to that woman, bro. Like Jesus Christ.
So bad that she left the company?
All I'm saying is somewhere over there at Impact, Eddie Edwards is throwing a little mini party in his fucking locker room. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, Sam, he was just out. He was out there in the ring and he left. And then Callis is screaming at Tommy Dreamer right now. And they're screaming at each other. There's a lot of spit going on. COVID.
All I'm going to say is OVE, baby. All the way.
Ooh, OVE. Listen, my match of this week has to go to that ladder match.
Okay, talk to me about that.
Stole the week. Just some of the high flying actions not high flying action, but like the hard hitting action and violence that we were so used to watching. This guy gets powerbombed through fucking ladders, slingshot, catapulted that everywhere, and then at the end, fucking justice, bro. Fucking nostalgia.
For all those following us while we were watching along on a live stream on Twitch, man, yo, it was dope. They had the different size ladders. I was still upset that they didn't have the mini ladder. I said it, JJ. They didn't have the mini ladder, and I was waiting for that. But they had that gold ladder, and that gold ladder brought you a lot of hope. Yo, it was a dope match. But I'm surprised nobody here said heel of the week, LA Knight.
Oh, yes. Yes. He dragged at the beginning, but he finally got there for me. And when he got
it looked like he fucked up because he was getting emotional.
Yeah, right?
That's what they were saying. He's like, oh, my dream, my idol, and I'm getting his belt. Like, he laid it on fucking thick.
Ooh, thick as
And then the inevitable happened because I knew that had to happen. I knew it was coming. Teddy, he thought that he evaded the IRS. But no, the IRS came on behalf of LA Knight's fist. He knocked him out.
Good
and I
money,
think that's what that segment needed.
Facts.
As much as we hated it, needed it because it was a little, I don't know, it was going a little off. But that crowd was garbage. For the first NXT to be in front of a crowd in Capital Wrestling, garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage.
It was on the little weaker side, Gus. Yeah, I got one more pop for you guys, and it is HPC JUN. JP, why don't you tell them what they can do with those letters? HPC.
I give you. Make sure to go to Foco.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Father's Day this weekend. And there's many of us that don't fuck with our fathers, including JP Savage. But you know what? There's some great fathers out there. Shout out to my father-in-law and my uncle. But, make sure all these men deserve the love that we give to moms. Those fathers, it could be your father, your uncle, your tío, your grandfather, your neighbor, your teacher. It could be somebody that out there is a great father. Make sure to show them some love. And make sure to get them a bobblehead or any other type of merch from Foco.com. Foco me, fuck. Oh, Foco
hey! JJ, I'm glad to hear that Dad's home at your sister's. I'm appreciating.
Amazing.
I'm glad that everything's going well. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Listen, guys, we still got work to do. We gonna hit y'all with the pre-show coming this weekend for Hell in a Cell. Stay tuned for that. Pretty Chubby, tell them what they could do on their way out, because it's 10 count to 10 told, because that's all the damn time we have for you folks.
Check us out on Twitter, HPC2Sweet. Instagram, HPC2Sweet_. Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on YouTube, on Twitch, and your mama's underwear drawer, underneath the dresser, underneath your mom's mustache. We're everywhere, baby. Tell me what's for dessert, though, because I'm hungry.